this is a space where we can talk about just sort of like a deeper dive on sort of the audio engineering side of things. You wanted to start by kind of introducing yourselves and kind of telling us about your background.
I have been making music, recording, songwriting, at Notes for Notes.
My name is Daryl, aka DH Pro. I've been in the music industry for like 6 years. I've been in Notes for Notes since 2017, so 3 years now. And I just love making music. I'm a rapper, I'm a poet, and I started engineering. So I engineer like my own self.
How y'all doing? My name is Elijah, but I go by Rio Cortez. I wanted to be a producer more so. So, working with music, making beats, and then also like mixing and mastering. I'll write occasionally, but I'm not like, I wouldn't consider myself a rapper or like a poet. I just do it.
What do you find is like the best place to get started?
Loops are a good place to start. Even if I end up using my keyboard, it's like a good idea starter.
For me, I always start with the melody first. So I say like a piano.
Do we want to go with something slow? Kind of like maybe medium, faster?
I say slow. Let's try like 80.
80?
80.
What's the next thing that you're hearing in your head? Anybody?
I'm already rapping, man.
Maybe some hi-hats. You can add
Hi-hat.
some of those.
Are you hearing like busy hi-hats or like spread out? What do you think?
Spread out.
I'm hearing like some snare. I say like spread it out snare. Okay, I added in a snare.
All right, Daryl, so just make sure you hit save up there at the top, and then we'll sync that.
All right, I added a hi-hat.
I have found the guitar loop that I like, but I gotta sync it so I can hear the hi-hats real quick.
If you want to like chop up stuff, you can go to use your cursor here to go where you want and hit Command E or Control E if you're on PC, I believe. And now make sure you're on the right loop or right line. So I'm cutting every 2 bars. So there's bar 1, bar 2. Somebody move these loops around until we kind of get the vibe that we want. The harmonic content of the guitar matches the chords, but there's most of it is dissonant, meaning that it doesn't sound great together. And like, you're just going between like 1 and, I think it sounds like 1 and 4. Actually, let me open up a piano here. The chords that I played where I was playing the 1, the 3, and the 5. So this is, I don't know if you guys can hear this. This is 1. This is the 3. That's the 5. So the G in a major scale, it would be G sharp instead of G major or natural. Okay. If we're in E minor, we got all these options. Like we can build a chord on E, on F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, any of those. And so now we got to figure out what we want the progression to sound like.
Right. So you guys know like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So normally you'd go do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Right. And that would be major. Right. So in minor, it's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, te, do, te, le, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So the numbers are just corresponding with the notes in the scale.
Okay.
So it's a great way to learn pretty much music in general. Okay. So play a four chord for me, Neve. All right. So in the key of C, that 4 chord would be an F. So I just really told him to play an F chord, just not in name. I told him a number. So I could tell him to play C, or I could say, hey, play 1. All right. So this is a great way for musicians to communicate.
Next time we meet, we can add some other elements to this, but then we can start talking about the mixing and everything. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
All
Mr. Innovator.
thank you all so much for your attention and patience today. But we'll pick up with this tomorrow at 3 p.m.